Welcome back to round 3 of Kharak Cup 6. This time it's going to be me playing as the Galzian against YoloSwaggins as the Coalition. Once again, the map is the Shallows here. YoloSwaggins doing quite well in this tournament. He actually has managed to beat Garmilator, for example, among some other games that he's played that have been pretty good. So this is certainly not, just kind of an easy win for me. Let's see what strategy I go for, but it's probably going to be early aggression like usual. Maybe I'll try to play a bit more eco in response to the map, though. This is a good way, by the way, of getting your units around your kind of fat carrier on the Shallows, is tell them to like go there and then there. And they'll kind of bounce around it. Sandskimmer fabrication finishing for me now pretty soon. LAV fabrication coming out for YoloSwaggins as well, though. So it is going to be my typical build. I'll run out there early, try to do some damage, but he's going to have LAVs pretty quickly. This shouldn't result in any particular, massive damage for him, so that's okay. I do love these massive carriers, don't you? Ah, good old Homeworld. What a game it is. The only thing that that I'm not really a big fan of in Galzian design is like the shape of the bridge. It looks kind of funny and like too thin to me somehow. But what's going on? Someone's shooting. It's the production cruiser. It's taking out that probe. I always think when I hear the production cruiser shooting that it's a Sandskimmer because it makes kind of the same noise, but it's not. Of course, the Sandskimmers were shooting, it'd be an indication there's some kind of ground fight that's a bit more significant, but 'tis not the case. Just look at this thing, man. It's so cool looking. I mean, it really looks like it could be real. That's one of the things I love about Homeworld, is that all their ship designs really look like they could actually exist, This is not so fanciful as you think. LAV Assault Pack coming out for YoloSwaggins. I like the move, actually. Try to minimize, or try to eliminate the, how do I say? Eliminate the speed bonus that these Sandskimmers have over you. And he's definitely holding here. This is not a fight that he could possibly lose, really, I don't think. I'm really just trying to delay him now. As I move back, I get railgun fabrication, and probably going to follow this up with early refinery mode. And now I'd like to use base runner heal to maybe get some damage in if it's possible. I'm going to try just that. I think as the Coalition player, when you see base runner heal, you should probably just back away and then just wait for it to run out. But this actually didn't go particularly well for me anyway. You can see this LAV with 5 health did live. Oh no, I'm still target firing that LAV. Oh. I'm sorry, guys. That's disgusting. Rather poorly done for me, and now suddenly I have a bit of a weakness in the opener as his LAVs could run into my base. He's also got his turret set up there to assist his artifact in extracting, but he's not actually going to end up needing that. As you can see, I don't have any map presence really in the middle. So I'm making a couple of panic Sandskimmers, I suppose you could say, and then I'm going to move into assault railguns. I'm going to just see if I can hold this at my carrier. I don't want to cancel refinery mode when it's halfway done. So I'm just going to try to hold this on power reserve 1, even if that's a little bit painful. I think it would be worse for me to cancel refinery mode at this point. One Salvador taking quite a bit of damage here. He should be okay. Galzian Salvagers, by the way, much easier to kill. They have less health, actually. Or no, they have the same amount of health, but they have less armor, as you can see here. Galzian has 2. Coalition has 5. I really hope this base runner makes it. Oh. About as close as you can get right there, but I did not get the extraction. How sad. With 2 assault railguns out there, I really feel I'm not going to take any more damage to these LAVs. I think if I were YoloSwaggins earlier on when he was pressuring me here, I would have given a bit less respect to that carrier and tried to get a couple salvager kills, but He didn't go for that though. And I think our ecos are more or less even as a result of that, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, he's got assault, he's got armored assault tech done. He's getting carrier production 1, so I guess that would put him a little bit ahead, but not too much. He does have one artifact extraction that's notable, but he's not going to be able to get to this one. That's why it's often wise to pick up that artifact rather than that one when you're out there in the middle of the field in the beginning of the game. Let's see here. Just more railgun armor coming out for me. I probably want to transition into heavies pretty soon. Looks like I'm going to learn the hard way that there's a turret here. Nope, never mind. Clairvoyance right there, man. I did not know it was there at that point. This is quite a flock of LAVs, isn't it? How many is that? 11 of them. And I've got, 5 assault railguns here with armor 2. I'm not going to die to this, but it is still notable. Definitely notable. You can see me making a base runner here. I want to see if I can pick up that artifact right there. I'm also going to expand onto my 3rd base here, and I'm doing that before YoloSwaggins. I feel like this is kind of a theme that we've seen in his plays, or maybe I'm thinking of 10th Wave, but no, I think I'm thinking of YoloSwaggins, is that he gets kind of ahead economically speaking, but then he falls behind. Maybe I'm thinking of 10th Wave, I don't know. Scanner going to go down here on the base front, and that is going to show the turret. So that's actually quite nice for me that I put that down there. It also, of course, shows me if people are coming in on the side here. They maybe would still be able to fit through, but, like, no one's ever going to do that. I see his LAV blob here now, so I know where they are. Dart maneuver going to finish for my railguns here. I really love dart maneuver. I'm never totally sure if it's worth it or not, but it's so cool. And then I'm going to get missile ship fabrication because, of course, I don't want to get air transition. I never do. Also, another production cruiser. Probably I'm trying to get up onto 4 bases here. My opponent still is on 2. With time, I'll eventually just kind of outdo him in terms of economy. In fact, I may go for just another production cruiser here at this point. No, I've used a couple more resources there now. You can see that my assault railguns are headed over here to take out this turret. Now the danger here though is that once I move out this way, his LAVs are going to poke in that way. So he's going to see that I'm there now. You can see I'm going to try to use dart maneuver to save the railgun, but fail. Okay, never mind. Oh, this one very nearly died as well. Turrets, man, they do a lot of damage. But now we got a whole bunch of heavy railguns here, kind of exposed. And this is not happy times. These LAVs going in for a massive run by, and they're going to get a lot of damage done. They take out 2 heavy railguns already. There goes the salvager for sure. Second one probably also going to get taken out here. Base runner heal being very useful in keeping this base runner alive here. The assault railguns show up, but already 3 salvagers have been killed as well as 2 heavy railguns. So, was that worth it to get rid of a turret? I don't really think so. Clearly, I was quite out of position right there. Well, it looks like I accidentally moved all of my salvagers there and then had to reassign them. It's always a bit annoying. Look at that quadruple salvager production. I'm going crazy. I still have my force of 6 assault railguns. I've got quite a couple of heavies as well. Well, I have a couple actually, just 2. But anyway, assault railgun's going to be the good counter to LAV, so I'm not worried about getting pushed here. But I am still kind of a little annoyed that I let that happen. There's quite a lot more losses than I needed to take there, I think. Dart maneuver going to be popped on the assault railguns there to try to get them into range, but just not quite. They are going to come up here and find this base, so I'm going to have to move back on that. And it is kind of tricky to hold that many bases here on this map here, but there is a missile ship out, and look at this money shot right here. Oh no. That's a lot of damage. Now that's a lot of damage! Now I can sense it's about time to make heavy railguns, and that's good, because there are 5 heavy railguns here, and that's about what it takes to start pressuring assault railguns. I'm gonna have to move back here now, because heavy railguns very good counter to them. Looks like YOLO is now also fully saturated on his 3rd base. I'm just now getting the 4 salvagers there to the 4th. But that will give me the advantage. And actually you can see now I'm beginning to produce a lot of sand skimmers. Perhaps I'm thinking with the damage that I just did I can get a strikecraft majority. It's probably not the best move here though. I think the best move would be to say I have these assault railguns for anti-strikecraft, I just need more heavies really. But yeah, you can see I'm going for more sand skimmers here, so I think if I were to play this again, I would focus more on heavy railguns at this point. My missile ship here is hungry, but probes are nowhere near. I should get this to the front line, and that's what I'm going to do. YOLO beginning to get power reserves here. You know, as I said, he's trying to play like Garmilator, so, you know, power reserves obviously a big part of that game. This base runner here, going to try to drop down a turret on top of us. I've got just the answer for that, though. I'm not going to be able to kill it with these with these sand skimmers, but the salvagers can drop the det packs on it, and it'll be okay. So there goes the turret. That's a nice trick to remember if you're ever in trouble with turrets. That's one thing that det packs really are good for. I had to use the boost there to get away from this carrier, and it's going to try to bully out my assault railguns here, and that's a good move from YOLO, because of course these things are very weak, and that's what I'm trying to use to counter strikecraft. Seems that there's another opening for strikecraft to attack this 4th base location here, but based on how it went last time, he may not try to do that. Heavy railguns are hitting his carrier up here, but I need to start targeting his railguns immediately. I said immediately. Okay, it's not so bad because he backed away there, but I could have actually taken a lot of losses there. Like I'm always saying, you know, these railgun fights happen real quick. You gotta be really on top of things. Because if you can get a majority in the railgun fight, you win the railgun fight, and then suddenly you might just win the game. So once I saw he had railguns here, I should have immediately box selected them, try to target them there. Assault railgun's gonna come here trying to handle this LAV blob, but it's beginning to get rather large. I think I really might need more, what do you call them, assault railguns to deal with this, if I really want to do it that way. But YOLO is going to run under the carrier to try to attack them, and this I don't approve of. I think he's going to take a lot of losses this way. Meanwhile, my LAVs have gotten on top of his railguns. His carrier is also in position there, but a little bit less so. And he runs his carrier right into this huge wall of heavy railguns. This may just be, you know, game-ending damage right here. I do also have LAV sand skimmers to sight for me. Actually, yeah, that might just be a carrier blunder that loses the game right there. You can see what the eco damage over here has been, though, and it is 0, right? So I've held that off pretty nicely. And indeed, the carrier is going to go down here. Ain't nobody can make more railguns than me, yo. Yeah, so YoloSwaggins did kind of blunder his carrier in there. You always got to give respect to a railgun blob that's looking this big. You know, and this is 9 railguns. This is a 10th one coming on its way. And now we've got Kharak. He's a sentinel, you know. What does that give him? 100 meters of range. Not bad. Anyhow, that was a fun match there. Now we'll move on to the last one from round... I think it's the last one from round 3 that we're moving on to now.